So we are at the Ramasheri meetup, and it is 27th of December, Saturday. And we have been doing these video recordings, interviews of different members of the RE generation. And in this recording, we are focusing on R.E Venkitambal. We know her as Payoli Attai, Payoli Ammai, very affectionate names, and Dr. A.S. Vishwanath Iyer. And it so happens we have three grandsons of Dr. A.S. Vishwanath Iyer and R.E Venkitambal, Dr. Jayaraman, Vishwanath Swami alias Muthu, Vishwanath Subramaniam alias Aravind. So, Jayaraman Anna, what comes to your mind when you think about your grandparents? We all have our own unique sentiments about our grandparents. What comes to your mind when you think about them?
Actually, when we go to Payoli, that is during our holidays, at the time Amma will be very, very affectionate. And the same way, Tata, he will be affectionate, but only thing he will be very busy with patients. So he'll go to the seeing the patients and then come back and will be with us for some time. Again, he'll go to a distant place in the hospital to see patients. And they are all helpful, and whatever thing they from there itself they will give us everything for the Bangalore people and Chennai people and everyone. He'll do a lot of things those days, you know. Those days we didn't have any cell phone or anything, but straight away he'll go and do things like that.
There was better communication then,
yes,
without cell phones.
Yeah.
But I have one question for you. Dr. A.S. Vishwanath Iyer, if I am not mistaken, your father was a doctor too?
Yes.
So, did A.S. Vishwanath Iyer being a doctor have anything to do with you being a doctor, and what practices have you imbibed?
No, actually with his work only I got so much stimulated. And I have to do doctor, this thing.
Yeah.
So like that only I took up medicine.
Yes, excellent. Muthu, same question. Go ahead. What comes to your mind when you think about...
The first thing, as Jayaram very clearly said, affectionate. Is something that was profuse. Aravind, of course, was much junior to us. But she was a very good cook. The chakkavarati pandradhukku, the effort that is required to make chakkavarati. அது பேஷண்ட்டாக அதை சக்கவரட்டி பண்ணி இடத்துக்கு லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்ட் அப்படி இலக்கி பேஷன்ஸ் இஸ் பேஷன்ஸ் பர்சானிஃபைடு. ஈவினிங் சாப்பிட்டுட்டு மத்தியானம் சாப்பிட்டுட்டு ஒரு 2:30 மணி 3 மணிக்கு ஆரம்பிச்சாருக்கா சக்கவரட்டியும் அப்புறமா இந்த சிப்ஸும் நேரம் அது வளர்த்துட்டு இருப்ப நைட்டு 11 மணி பண்ணி எழுந்துக்க மாட்டான். இன்னும் she is such patience. That is something that you have to, Then of course the much talked about Rasagalan. Rasagalan was, the Rasagalan namma kaathundirupom. The Rasagalan enna theriyuma namma inga we buy Alfonso almaila vaanguvom. Anga illa aathiliye oru naadan variety undu. Adha she will pick it up and adula Rasagalan pannuva. And that is something, there is no match, I mean, the Unnis Beast and my own, there is no comparison. It was so nice. These are the first two things. There are many more things that we have to say, but I will let Aravind speak something more about.
So, Aravind, question for you: what stands out unique in your mind? For you are younger, so maybe you got a perspective that is different from Jayaraman and Muthu. What stands out uniquely about both of them?
Yeah, so I mean, I have not been as fortunate as Jayaraman and Muthu in terms of tasting Payoli Ammai. I am the only one who used to call it Payoli party.
As you should.
Also, Deepa and Anu. We used to call her Payoli Amma.
Yeah.
Yes, the only difference though is with Deepa, Anu and Hindu before that, they used to call her grandma.
Oh, okay.
Because Payoli party did not want it to be called a party.
Oh,
So
okay.
the only allowance she made was for me, I think. I think so. So that is one thing. So, but I didn't get to experience as much of her cooking because she had, she was not actively cooking by the time, I got to come along. But that said, I did get to taste one time the rasagalan that she had made in one of, or she had helped make during one of my trips, early trips to Payuri. At that time though, I did not like the mango part of it inside a dish, but subsequently I've come to appreciate that flavor, so I'm sure it was top notch. But the one thing that comes to my mind when I think of Payuri party is the self-assuredness. She was confidence and self-assurance personified. She would know exactly what she needed to do, what needed to be done. She would know what under any circumstances she would not get phased. She was extremely calm and very thoughtful, but at the same time
she was well composed and she knew her onions. She was very clear and leadership personality.
So would anyone dare to change her mind?
No, you can't mess with her.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody.
So I have one question for Muthu, because you have mentioned this before. Dr. A.S. Vishwanath Iyer, but she had a role to play in his practice.
அது எப்படின்னா எப்படி தெரியுமா, தாத்தா வந்து பைபிளி அப்பா as he said dispensary போவா, அது பின்னாடி ஆத்தோடு தொட்டே உண்டு dispensary. So he'll see a patient and then he'll come home, have his breakfast. அப்படி வரும்போது அந்த முக்கத்த மூசா வந்திருந்தான். அவனுக்கு என்னவோ வேதனை, ஏதோ ஒரு வேதனையா. நான் அப்போ then she will wait and then இருக்கா பைரன் கொடுத்தாலோ அப்படின்னு சொல்லி அப்பனா அது வந்து கொடுத்து பார்க்கறேன். They were a very nice couple. இந்த மாதிரி ரெண்டு பேரும்
coffee with sugar.
Actually, I want tea.
For you?
Yeah.
Not tea. With sugar, without?
Without.
Without. Tea without. உங்களுக்கு? Coffee with sugar. Coffee with sugar.
Actually, recording பண்ணிருக்கோம்.
Sorry, choosy black coffee with sugar.
Black coffee with sugar.
Tea with sugar. One sugar. Less milk if you don't mind.
Black coffee.
No, I didn't get introduced.
சங்கீதா ரெக்கார்டிங் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம்.
All good.
Okay.
There is always different.
Sorry,
I was saying.
Yeah.
I was saying he would come and they were a very interesting couple. They were conversations and so she was almost half a doctor.
Yeah.
Even his mother is almost half a doctor.
Oh, Radha Tanga. Wow. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much. It's not easy to Aravind.
Kannan, one quick point on the interaction between the two of them.
Yeah.
The best part was Tata was hard of hearing.
Oh.
So when she would say, he would invariably not hear what she said. So the conversation will go, she will start to get irritated a little bit.
Does this mean no matter what medicine she says, he will agree, basically? Anyway, this is not very often will you get, 3 grandsons in the same location for the same grandparents. So I know there are other grandchildren, but we are making the best out of who is here at the meetup. So thank you very much for sharing. What's interesting is, it's not like every one of you said the same thing. In the meeting, what he said, or +1 on what somebody said. Every one of you had a unique perspective. Wonderful.
By the way, we are the only 3 grandsons.
Oh, so all the grandsons are here. Very good. Thank you.